dealing with being a fitness trainer in a very in a very all bodies are beautiful type world. That's a good point. I think that movement is not good.
That's cancel culture.
I think that mentality is horrible. We're in my opinion, we're promoting obesity. We're promoting cardiovascular disease. We're promoting pulmonary heart disease. It's not good. Like it got to the point where we're putting obese women on Sports Illustrated, on ESPN, on the cover of magazines. Like, we could push the political aspect of all lives matter. Yes. Yeah. But to the point where we're just going to like idolize someone who's extremely obese or overweight and say, you know what, this is the model for an athletic sports magazine is insane. And I think that's a crime.
I mean, Brian, think about it. Like,
we're promoting obesity.
Think about 7 years ago. Didn't Adele get a lot of shit for her weight? And she went purposely to lose weight, and she still got grief for it. While we glorify someone like Lizzo, who that's not a thyroid condition. Like, Lizzo is someone who is clinically obese, and she gets glorified and put on this pedestal. And again, she's a great singer. I'm not arguing her talent, but the idea that we should say, well, okay, this is okay. And again, I'm not trying to fat shame anybody. Bill Maher had a really good point about the United States is the leader in the world in obesity. Okay, if anything COVID taught us right early on is that if you suffered from obesity, you were probably the most predisposed to either get COVID and or die from COVID. Yeah. Secondly, the idea that, listen, maybe going to the gym isn't accessible to everybody. Maybe everyone's, cardiovascular system is different. Again, maybe people have a thyroid condition. These are all things we have to consider.
That's irrelevant. You should still be hitting the gym.
Exactly. You should still be productive and try to get healthy, eat healthy.
Yeah.
But the problem is that, the idea, I did a segment on this last year where I got tons of vitriol, where I talked about the Victoria's Secret models, where the idea that they were doing away with the fashion show, which to me breaks my heart because every December, I love that shit on CBS. It was like the second Tuesday of December. I'll never forget that. I put that shit on my calendar. But I remember like looking at the fact that like we're supposed to be glorifying, heavy set models in Victoria's Secret or the famous Sports Illustrated swimsuit issue. One thing is thick, bro, and for me, like that's not really my thing. Like,
listen, and that's my thing.
That's fine.
Like, don't think I'm hating on heavier women, but like the thing is, we're promoting like cardiovascular disease. We're promoting pulmonary heart disease.
Diabetes. We're promoting
diabetes. Like we're promoting
tendon damage, joint damage.
We're promoting unhealthiness, man.
And to me, again, it's like
and we don't put overweight men on those magazines because what's gonna happen? Men and a woman are going to shame that poor guy that's in the cover photo. Exactly. But because she's a woman and she's overweight, they're like, oh, you go, girl.
No,
love yourself, etc.
I'm sorry. You can love yourself, but there has to be a semblance of responsibility and some accountability. And I think the idea that, oh, well, if you're doing this, Fernando, because I was accused, I got tons of comments on my episode I did. Oh, you're fat shaming. What, you have 6-pack abs? I'm like, no, but I'm relatively healthy. I make it a point to be somewhat healthy.
You should have shared your body fat percentage.
What's that?
Your BMI.
You know what? I don't know it, but the point is that what really bothers me is the idea. It goes back to cancel culture. Why can't we just say, in that regard, something that is obvious? We're not vilifying someone. We're not body shaming someone. We're not fat shaming. It's not healthy.
Right.
In what world, what clinician, what medical physician would tell you that someone like Lizzo is living a healthy lifestyle? Nobody will tell you that. Unless there's some condition I don't know about, then I apologize. Then I'll feel bad and say, you know what? I'll walk that back. But chances are that when we're looking at magazines and we're looking at heavy set women and we're supposed to glorify this, Brian, that's absurd.
Right.
You're literally telling women, I get it. Is bulimia and eating disorder still a problem in this country? Absolutely. Data tells us that. But it doesn't mean that now, hey, just go, when you go to Chipotle, get that extra order because it doesn't matter because we're not going to shame you.
Exactly.
That's a bad message.
Yeah, no.